What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Alright, so I'm just gonna jump right in, pull some cards this morning, see what the energy is. I hope the reading resonates for whoever needs it. So we got the King of Wands. First card out. This could be like a boss, a visionary leader, an entrepreneur, someone who is very passionate, very action oriented. This could also be like an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Also, we have allow it to crumble, then create bigger, larger, and more impressive. And then it says enter the dark side at your own risk. So we have the Tower and the Devil card. Two major arcanas behind the scenes. So behind the scenes there is something crumbling, like a dark force that is crumbling. Somebody could be kicking some bad habits, or letting go of things that they no longer need. Something that could have been like addictions, letting go of a third party, changing some negative thoughts and emotions. And it's also like letting go of things that was also preventing you to actually move forward and take action. Maybe this King of Wands has discovered that some actions that they may have been taking wasn't pertinent for the tower that they was trying to build, or for the life that they was trying to build. So this may be somebody who is restructuring their business, or restructuring their vision, like their desires, figuring out what it is that they're passionate about. So I also feel like this King of Wands is actually like trying to focus on their investments. They could be like focusing on what it is that they are providing, the services that they're providing, how valuable they are. Maybe just being action oriented, doing multiple actions and not really seeing any results. That wasn't like progressive for them. Maybe this person was like burned out and they need something more practical, something more solid, and also need something more tangible. So now they're like shifting. Somebody's going through like a shift, becoming more stable and solid. Yeah, and it got something to do with work. So I'm feeling like somebody is like changing the way that they work. They're changing the way that they grind. Maybe I also feel like this person is so used to fast, moving fast, doing things fast. They understand that they should take a step back and do something and make it have a long-term effect. Because whatever it is that they have been working on, they need to restructure it. So yeah, they're balancing their balancing their what with their actions and their results, because we got the two of stacks. So I feel like somebody is like restructuring their plans, planning out the actions that they take, managing their actions, managing their movement, managing their energy. Let me cut this down a little bit so y'all can hear me, because I already feel like I'm trying to be soft. It's pretty early in the morning. So yeah, they're crumbling their wealth. I'm thinking that somebody, however they accumulated their wealth, however they built something up, I think that it wasn't like healthy. And so now they're like restructuring that. What's this? That's too many cards, Chad. Alright, so yeah. They're changing with the death card. I also feel like this King of Wands may have been bound to this Ten of Stacks energy. It could be family. It could be financial security. And they may be crumbling their family, their familiar structure, their family structure. They may be crumbling their idea of wealth, something that's not healthy for them. And they're balancing and trying to understand or make it work, rather. They want to make their legacy work. And they want to change how they perceive it. And it could be that they want to change how they perceive it, or they could be trying to change what they feel is important. They may be trying to change what they work on. And I also feel like their work was making them weak, because in the low vibrational end we have the strength. So I feel like their work was making them weak. Their work was creating them to have a lack of mastery within themselves. They didn't have any courage. And it's also they couldn't have, whatever it is they wanted to create financial security for themselves. But it's also feel like the work that they was putting in, they wasn't really understanding the purpose of what it is that they was doing, the actions that they was taking. I also feel like this person didn't understand their they didn't understand their plan fully. And once they get an understanding of it, they're going to move into the Sun card. I just feel like this person is planning to be happy. They're focusing on their happiness. They're focusing on their joy. What will make them joyful? And it's like I also feel like this person thought that chasing money would make them joyful, but that's not the case. The idea of that has changed. And I also feel like they want to end like some of the things that they have been invested in. And that's a good thing. They're like shifting their focus. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Empress. So I feel like this person could be in love. They want to focus more on love instead of like tangible things. They want to focus on love instead of material items. That's what their main focus is. I also feel like this person, the cycle that they were in previously could have been a burden to them. And I feel like they have reached a point to where they have enough financial success. They have enough money. I also feel like this could be somebody who, like, now that they've accumulated the wealth, they don't have a family. And they feel like the world or the life that they have built is actually missing something. And they don't feel fulfilled. I also feel like they feel empty. Like something is missing. And it could have been stealing their light. It could have been stealing their joy. The life that they have built so far. And this is why they're like going through this tower moment. I also feel like this person is seeking someone to provide for. Like they probably have a large house, and then they go home and they don't have nobody to go home to. They don't have anybody to. They did all of this work, but it's like, what was it for? What was all of this work for? What was all of this moving about was for? If I don't have anybody to go home to at the end of the day. Yeah, and we got the devil card again at the bottom. It's like they're breaking free from what binds them. And I also feel like they felt trapped from all of this action-oriented activities. And I also feel like this person could have been somebody who was like jumping from place to place, moving from place to place a lot. And now they want to be a little bit more steady, a little bit more stable. They probably want to slow down. Yeah. They want to find love. So that's the reading. And I'm going to have this one be... I don't know who this reading going to be for. Maybe it might just be a general reading.